Hello! The first thing you'll need to do when building any character is to decide what role they'll play in your team. Are they going to be your main DPS, sub-DPS, or a support? Each character in Genshin Impact has strengths that can be amplified depending on how you build them. Let's take Lisa, Kaya, and Amber as examples. Lisa's electro damage and elemental burst make her a great sub-DPS or support for triggering elemental reactions. Kaya is versatile and can serve as both a DPS and support due to his cryo abilities. Amber can also work as a support with her ranged pyro abilities and taunts, but before you start throwing artifacts and weapons at them, you'll need to know what they do best. Let's look at talents next. Each character's talents scale differently, so understanding how they work is a key to maximizing their potential. Amber's talents scale with attack and pyro damage, meaning you're going to want to focus on increasing her attack stat to get the most out of her kit. Now, some talents have additional scaling factors that can be boosted through artifacts or weapons. For example, talents that scale with elemental mastery will benefit from builds focused on increasing elemental mastery to cause bigger reactions. Amber has a Baron Bunny, which inherits HP, and it causes the Baron Bunny to have a larger HP pool. Kaya's skills scale mainly with attack, but his cryo abilities can benefit from a higher crit rate when you freeze enemies, so it's smart to look at builds that enhance crit stats. Lisa, on the other hand, focuses on elemental mastery and attack to heal high damage through elemental reactions. You're going to want to focus on trying to stack up as much of this as possible so that you can get the most out of her kit. You're going to want to look at the cooldowns of each talent you use so that you can best determine how often you will be attacking. You will also want to look at the elemental burst cost so that you can gain enough energy in a reasonable amount of time to use it. The higher the cost, the more energy recharge that you are going to need. Constellations can benefit each character in different ways. Some constellations raise the level of your talents, benefit party members, or even change how you can play that character. It is best to take a look at your constellations to see how they may change your talents. For example, Lisa increases defense by 25% while she holds her elemental skill, and it also increases her resistance to interruption. This can allow you to on-field her a little bit more, and it makes her a little bit bulkier. Next up, weapons. Just like artifacts, weapons can enhance a character's strengths. Kaya, for instance, benefits from swords that increase crit rate or energy recharge, like the Sacrificial Sword. This helps him generate more elemental bursts for cryo reactions, keeping his damage consistent. Lisa, on the other hand, works best with weapons that boost elemental mastery or energy recharge, like the Sacrificial Fragments. This lets her spam her elemental skill more often. Artifacts are a game changer. The right set can drastically improve your character's performance. Each set provides bonuses that can complement a character's role and talents. For Lisa, if you're building her as a support or sub-DPS, the Thundering Fury set would be a great option for her by boosting her electro damage and reducing cooldowns on reactions. If you want to turn her into a main DPS, combining attack and elemental mastery is the way to go. For somebody like Kaya, there is a set called Blizzard Strayer, which is a great option for him that boosts his cryo damage bonus, and it can affect his crit rate as well, increasing it whenever an opponent is frozen or affected by cryo. This is wonderful in a freeze comp as well. Amber might want something like the Wanderer's Troop to increase her charged attack damage, or Crimson Witch of Flames to boost her pyro damage. With each artifact, you will see many numbers that correspond to different elements. Amber might want something like the Wanderer's Troop to increase her charged attack damage, or Crimson Witch of Flames to boost pyro damage. With each artifact, you will see many different numbers that correspond to different effects. There is a main statistic and sub-statistics. As you level up your artifacts, the game will randomly choose which one of these sub-statistics to increase every 4 levels. Ideally, you will want to focus on statistics that can benefit your character or enable talents or weapons to help your other characters. Lastly, we have Elemental Resonance. This is a bonus that you get from combining certain elements in your party. For example, if you have both Kaya and another cryo character, you'll trigger the Shattering Ice Resonance. This resonance decreases your electro effectiveness, I guess, so kind of like you aren't affected by electro for as long, and it also increases your crit rate against frozen or cryo-affected opponents. If you pair Amber with another Pyro character, you'll trigger Fervent Flames, which will increase your entire team's attack by 25%. And if you have Lisa paired with an Anemo character, you can swirl Electro and create devastating AoE reactions.